Canadian Armed Forces is putting together a new command force to improve joint military capabilities. Following similar structures of key allies like Australia and the UK, the Canadian Joint Forces Command will do the following: oversee logistics, health services, operational sustainment, and joint force development. For a closer look at what that means, I'm joined this morning by Lieutenant General Darcy Molstad, Inaugural Commander, Canadian Joint Forces Command. Good morning and welcome to your morning.
Good morning, Anne-Marie. Thank you very much for having me. Great to be here.
It's great to have you. In civilian terms, what does that list actually mean? How is it different than what's already in existence?
Yeah, so it's actually putting together a lot of the key joint enabling functions that have been under other chains of command in the past in order to bring greater coherence and accountability to these capabilities. You know, you think of the Army, Navy, and the Air Force, if you think of a human body as the major organs of a human anatomy, but it's the joint enablers that connect it all together to make sure that they get the blood supply, the logistics to the point of need. You've got information and intelligence that is your eyes and ears making sense of the environment around you. You've got your medical system, which is also your immunity system, making sure your forces are healthy and ready to be conducting operations. And then, of course, command and control, which is like the nervous system, getting the right information to the right people at the right time. So those are a lot of the functions that are going to be falling under this new Canadian Joint Forces Command to bring greater coherence and accountability and a champion for those capabilities that are critically important in today's modern security environment.
This development follows a commitment that was made in June from NATO countries promising to boost their core defense spending. Talk to me about timing. Why is this unit needed now? What specifically has changed? Because I know this has been talked about for over a decade. What are the circumstances that mean this is needed right now?
Yeah, it has. This has been the subject of numerous studies, both external and internal, for over 10 years. And so it's been a recommendation of those studies to stand up such a joint force command. We do have unprecedented investments in defense right now, which we're trying to use to the best effect to make sure that we're getting the value for the dollar. The global security environment, regretfully, is deteriorating, and today is the right time to be making this step. Joint is the future. If you look at the major combat operations that are occurring throughout the world right now, there is a large Army, Navy, Air Force component to them, but it's the joint capabilities that are actually making the big difference. It's the counter uncrewed air systems or counter drones. It's the drones or autonomous platforms that are making a huge difference. And then, of course, it's enablement and logistics, which is what wins or loses any conflict out there.
Are you drawing from current forces, or will you be looking for new recruits?
Initially, we are going to make sure that this is resource neutral, so we're bringing in these subordinate elements in order to ensure that they can have that chain of command that they need to champion their capabilities. But we'll look for potential growth opportunities. We're looking for efficiencies internally, as we always do. So there are synergies that can be had between these subordinate elements where we can bring like functions together and consolidate them. The future might be to look at the opportunities for space and cyber. Those are joint capabilities that might be considered for future bringing in under this chain of command. But for now, we want to make sure that this is a deliberate process in phases so that we demonstrate value early, deliver some quick wins, and then we'll look to expand the capability in the future. But really, it's all about delivering capability to our soldiers, sailors, and aviators at the pace of relevance and really adopting a new mindset of innovation and rapid capability development so that we can bring those capabilities to bear.
What will a quick win look like?
A quick win will look like, for example, we've got an element, a subordinate element that is looking at counter uncrewed air systems capabilities or counter drones. I would like to see those capabilities deployed at scale to our bases and our wings so that we can protect our critical infrastructure. We've seen cases in Europe where entire commercial airfields have been shut down because of an unidentified uncrewed air system or drone that is operating in the area. And we don't want to have these disruptions to our society, and nor do we want to have the threats against our bases and installations. And so I'd like to see those capabilities delivered at pace to our bases and wings.
Lieutenant General Darcy Molstad, Inaugural Commander of the Canadian Joint Forces Command. Good to learn more from you this morning. Thanks for joining us here.
Thank you for having me. Have a great day. Thank you.
You too. If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.